Two weight classes, human smashing, fight ready assassin. Gastelum passing him, double leg him and tapping him. Who was the first to bring the smoke straight to Adesanya? This 5'9" middleweight, call me the Brown Bomber.
Guys, welcome back to the Kelvin Gastelum YouTube channel. It is official. Shavkat Rakhmonov versus yours truly. Let's talk about it. But before we do, I want to thank Jimmy Bars for hooking us up, for making all of this happen. We could not do it without our sponsor, Jimmy Bars. They're available in any Walmart or Costco location across the U.S., so get your Jimmy on. So, the fight is official. Shavkat went ahead and accepted the... I accepted, right? I accepted, and then he went ahead and signed the contract, right? He called me out. He said he wanted to welcome me to the 170 division, and it took me a little bit to respond, but we did it. We got here. I made the video. It seemed like it reached his team, it reached his people, and it reached the higher-ups. It reached the bosses, and it feels like the stars aligned for this fight to happen. Everybody liked the idea of this fight happening. My manager, the bosses, and even Shavkat. So if he wants to get it on, you know, all he had to do was sign on the dotted contract, and it looks like he did. And not only that, I just signed a new fight deal, 6-fight deal with the UFC after being 10 years here now, a full decade in the organization, and I couldn't be happier. I couldn't be prouder. You know, sometimes it runs through your mind. What if they don't want to renew the contract? You know, it goes through your mind, but obviously Dana White, Sean Shelby, they've always had my back. Mick Maynard, they've always had my back when they didn't need to in many occasions, and I'm very thankful for them. I'm very thankful for the organization that I fight for, that I am employed by, that I am able to make my living because of them, you know, and I make a really good living, and so I'm just very grateful. It's been 10 years in the organization, fighting the best in the world. You know, and the mission, you guys have all known the mission since the beginning. The mission for gold. I'm on a mission for gold still. And that's one of the reasons why I feel like this fight is important. You know, it puts me right there in those conversations to fight for the title. And that's the real main reason why I chose to accept this fight is because, you know, I feel like I'm 10 years deep, and I feel like I'm still very young, but at the same time, I'm not. And this sport has a very short timetable, right? And I feel like there's a window. One day that window will close, right? So I want to make the most out of my career now, and not have to wait 10 years down the line, 20 years in the future, and keep wondering what if. So I'm dropping down to 170. I'm going all in. We're fighting, in my opinion, the #1 contender in the welterweight division. And so he's undefeated, all finishes, 17-0. But at the same time, you know, I feel like all my stars are aligning. It's been 10 years, like I said, and I've gone through ups. I've gone through downs. But it feels like, I guess, an analogy, a metaphor that I heard, you know, and it's basically a tree. You know, I feel like I've grown, and I'm ready to bear the fruits. You know, there's a tree, and it grows, and it grows its branch, it grows its roots, and then it grows up into the trunk, and then it grows its branches. And it's been 10 years in the making, and now I feel like I'm in a position where all this work will bear fruits. All my work, all the stuff that I've done and that I've gone through in the past 10 years will now bear fruit. You know, and that's how I feel. You know, the best days are still ahead, in my opinion. I feel that I can do a lot more things that I haven't shown still. And this fight is I hope to prove that. I hope to prove that I'm still here, that I still belong amongst the best. And I'm moving down to give me a better chance as well, a better chance at winning these fights. I'm fighting these monsters at middleweight, so I want to give me a better chance at winning these very important fights. And this is a very important fight for me, for my career, if not maybe the most important. I realize that there's, like I said, a small timetable. These opportunities might not come again very often. And so this is probably the most important fight of my life if I want to get to the title. And, I'm going all in. I'm going all in. I'm going to do things right, get down to 170, make the weight, make this man 17-1, and I'm going to be very happy and honored and proud to do it. And so I'm excited. September 16th, it's going down. It'll be in Las Vegas, Mexico. I say Mexico because it won't be Las Vegas, Nevada that night. It's going to be Las Vegas, Mexico. It's going to be full of Mexicans. It's going to be full of Latins. And it's going to be a Mexican night. It's going to be a Mexican piñata party. Así que vamos con todo. And I'm very happy to represent where my family comes from and where my family and I are going. And we've gone through the lowest of lows to be able to get through where we're at. And so that's why I'm very happy and proud of my heritage. My family is an immigrant family that comes from nothing, basically. We've had to work, inch, and crawl our way into this life, into this society. And, we're doing all right so far. We're doing all right so far. I've had a great family. I've had great friends. I've had great trainers and partners that have helped me get to where I am. So, like I said, I'm very happy and honored to be Mexican and to represent my people September 16th, that night in Las Vegas, Mexico. Alexa Grasso will be defending her belt against Valentina Shevchenko. There's going to be a lot of Mexican fighters that night, and hopefully it's heard around the world. And very happy and excited for this new opportunity, new beginnings, and looking forward to the future.
Yeah, so just to run through, just to show how much of a beast Shavkat is, just to give you some perspective, which I'm sure you've already seen it yourself, but this is what his UFC career has been so far. First round submission win, second round submission win, first round KO spinning hook kick, then second round submission, and his last fight, third round submission against Jeff Neal. So what is it about that matchup that you like? And if you have a little bit of an early prediction of how you think that matchup's going to go, we're about 2.5 months away. What do you think? How do you think that matchup's going to be? Is it going to be a war like we've seen you had in the past, or are you looking to finish him off early?
No, I mean, this guy is as tough as they come. He gets in the fire. He gets in the fire and comes out the victor each and every time. And that's why he's been able to finish all of these guys, is he gets in the fire and somehow he's able to come out on top and finish you, whether it be by striking or by submission. He just gets in there and things go his way for whatever reason. But I feel like I can actually turn that around and use those moments to exploit those weaknesses. And I feel that I can do that. I'm the man to be able to do this. I've gone through so much. I've seen so much in the octagon. I don't think there's anything that he brings to the table that I haven't seen. He's just a dog. He gets in the fire and comes out on top. But against me, he's going to find that he's going to need a bigger shovel if he's going to want to dig.